Hello everyone, I'm Lufier, back again with another Awaken Chaos Era video. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how I clear one of the difficult tiles in the Ruins of God. So as you can see here, this is one of the challenging tiles, which is the Medium Relic Emergency Rescue. Basically what this means is you only can use 3 heroes to defend one NPC hero in the battlefield, and the NPC cannot die. So let's go through the enemies here. So these are the enemies. The first one is the Frogman Bowmaster. The thing that you need to pay attention to this guy is he applies... I think he applies what? No, not this guy. The Roke. Roke is able to apply bleeding. So bleeding allows to deal damage to the NPC, even though if you place the Shield of Mercy on it, this bleeding will take effect after the NPC takes your turn, then you kill the NPC. The next enemy to take note of is the Frogman Lancer. He also capable of applying the poison debuff that also can kill the NPC. So for the water enemies, you need to crowd control this Roke as well as the Frogman Lancer. Alright, so the talent I have here would be the Kiss of Death and Berserk Spirit. It's ideal to have this Kiss of Death because it allows your heroes to gain additional turn to deal more damage, as well as to cool down your skills quickly. And I also select Berserk Spirit to increase the damage output so you can defeat those 2 enemies quickly. So let me show you the heroes that I use for this emergency rescue. Alright, so these are the heroes that I'll be using for the emergency rescue. Alright, so this is the heroes that I'll be using for the emergency rescue. I have Charles. Charles is my crowd controller. He has a very powerful ability that allows him to have a guaranteed taunt, and if you provide him with a bonus turn, he'll be able to control 2 enemies. Alright, so these are the stats. And the next heroes will be the epic heroes who are in the wood affinity. So wood affinity is great against the water affinity heroes, so you'll be able to deal more damage to them. So the first epic hero will be Okubi. He's there to apply his debuff or negative effects to allow your heroes to gain bonus turn. So he plays a very important role to apply the debuff. And he's good in the rebel set to stun the enemies. Then the next epic hero I use will be Beran. She is great against the water affinity heroes because she has an AoE attack for her ultimate as well as her special ability here. No, I think it's the trait, is it? There is one that triggers, I think it's this one, Hunter Watcher. You will launch a bonus special ability if 4 or more enemies survive. And she's also geared in a rebel set. It's recommended to have her in the high attack stat, so you'll be able to defeat these enemies quickly. And for the spells, I'll be using Sundering Purgatory to apply the defense down, so it provides a chance for Okubi to get a bonus turn on the first round itself, and Shield of Mercy is to protect the NPC. Right, so I'll be using these heroes, so let's see them in action. Alright, so put this on manual mode. The first spell that you want to cast will be the Sundering Purgatory, so that at least you have a chance for Okubi to gain a bonus turn on the first round itself. So as you notice that he gained a bonus turn because one of the Sundering Purgatory provides 10% chance there. Then use that turn to apply the Shield of Mercy. Then on a bonus turn, right, you can apply more debuff on the main attacker here. Then usually on your first attack, right, always target the enemy hero that has the most debuff. So because every debuff, right, increases your chances to gain a bonus turn by 10%. So this one will have 4, so that is 40%. Okay, then second bonus turn, you can use it to crowd control the Frogman here. Okay, then Charles is speed tuned to go 3rd in a team, so he will be able to crowd control all of these enemies here. The one that doesn't have stun. The most important is to prevent this Frogman and Roke from targeting this NPC because he's able to apply that bleeding and poison. Okay, lucky 2 of them is stunned. crowd control Roke now. Then grant a shield. Attack the Roke. This one is all about chances. Okay, target Roke again. Control the Lancer guys. It's recommended to have Charles in revival set so that he can heal himself each time he gets hit by the enemies there. Okay, let's control Roke and control the Frogman. Always ready a mouse on the pause button in case that something happen. Okay, look at Roke again. Okay, one down. Okay, this will be simple now. Because if there's 2 enemies, it'll be easy already. You can crowd control 2 enemies with Charles. It'll be super safe. Now it's all about the damage rush. You need to defeat these enemies within these 4 rounds now. That's why Beran needs to be geared with high amount attack stats to take down Roke quickly. $1973. It'd be also helpful if Charles is equipped in a high critical rate gear and defense so that he will be able to deal more damage. Apply the secretary. Oh no, 10 round already. Can we defeat Roke in that round itself? How much health you guys? 7,000 health left. That's so close. Yes, we finally defeat the enemy. 1 health left on the NPC there. Alright, so that's how you complete this Emergency Rescue Medium Relic. The rewards is not that great, but the energy that they provide is quite good. Alright, so clearing a Medium Relic on like floor 8 will grant you around about 85 points. And close to 800,000 damage dealt on these enemies. Alright, so let me show you the gears and stats of each hero so you'll be able to have a reference on how to defeat this emergency rescue. Alright, so the first hero I have on my team is Okubi. Here are his total stats. He has around about 2,658 attack, 109 speed. He basically speed tuned to go first in the battle to apply the debuff so that he'll be able, so all of the allies will benefit from the Kiss of Death bonus turn. He's geared with a 100% critical rate and additional and some critical damage so that he'll be able to help the allies to deal some damage there. But the most important thing is you need to have at least around about 50 to 60% focus to apply the negative effects on the enemies there. Alright, so these are his gears. I'm currently gearing him in the guard set and the rebel set. Guard set provides a shield basically to prevent enemies from damaging him because he does not have any healing capabilities. And then this is a rebel set that has a 20% chance to stun at the enemy for the emergency rescue, right, they will always target the NPC, and most of the enemies there does not have AoE attack, so guard set will not be that useful there. Probably you can like gear him with a warrior set for additional attack stats. But I'm currently using Okubi for other areas in the game, so that's why I gear him in a guard set. So let me quickly go through the equipment stats here. So this is the weapon with some critical damage, attack, critical rate. Health will be quite useful to synergize with the guard set. This is the helmet with some attack, focus, critical rate. This is the chestplate with some critical damage, critical rate, health and agility. This is a speed boots. I think Okubi has a very high base speed, so probably if you want him to deal sufficient damage to the enemies, probably this one I will replace it with attack boots, because he has a very high base speed, and the enemies there are pretty slow. This is a critical rate ring with some health, resistance, defense, precision. Ideally this one should have like attack and critical damage. And finally this is an attack necklace. There's some focus, critical rate, critical damage and health percentage. His glyphs and abilities are all maxed out. He doesn't have any masteries at all. And he's currently, I think, fully ascended. Oh no, 5th ascension in order to benefit from this. Demonic Flora inflicts additional random stats down for 2 turns and can be triggered for 3 times per round. So if you do not have Okubi ascended, it will be only 2 times per round. He'll be banned. So if you're able to ascend him to 5 times, then he'll be able to benefit this one 3 times. Alright, so let's move on to the second hero in the team, who is Beran. So this is my Beran. So here are her total stats: 4816 attack, 160 speed, she is speed tuned to go second in the team, 100% critical rate, 220% critical damage, and yeah, her focus is pretty low. So if you want, because the rebel set, right, is also based on how much focus that the heroes has. So ideally, it should have more than 20% focus to apply the stun. But somehow I think the enemies there have a lower resistance. That's why the stun was able to apply them. Okay. And currently I'm gearing her with a raider set and rebel set. Raider set is to provide additional 15 speed. Because she has a very low base speed, that's why I gear her with a raider set. And rebel set is also plays an important role to crowd control the enemies, to help help Okubi to also apply the stun. Alright, so let's quickly go through the equipment stats here. So this is the weapon with some speed, attack, critical damage. This is the helmet with some critical rate, critical damage, attack and defense. This is the chestplate with some critical damage, critical rate, attack, precision. Precision is not useful for Beran here. And this is the attack boots, some critical rate, attack, critical damage and focus. This is a critical rate ring, some precision, attack, critical damage. Ideally, the upgrade rule should go to the attack and critical damage, so she'll be able to deal more damage in a longer battle. And this is the attack necklace with some critical rate and 2 flat stats attack. Ideally this one should be a critical damage, so she'll be able to deal more damage. She's fully glyphed and her abilities are all maxed out. She does not have any masteries. If she has, then it'll be a much more easier run. She's currently ascended to 2, so that she will be able to benefit from the additional speed there. And once she's able to get to the 5th ascension, she'll be able to gain like 2 rounds of this critical damage and speed up to help her to deal more damage. Alright, so let's move on to the last hero in the team, who is Charles. Alright, so this is the 3rd hero in the team, who is Charles. Here are his total stats. He has around about 1869 attack, 157 speed, he is speed tuned to go 3rd in the team, 81% critical rate. Ideally this one should be 100% critical rate, so he'll be able to consistently deal critical damage. And he has 200% critical damage. I think his abilities deals damage based on his defense stats, so probably you want to increase his defense rather than attack. And he has some focus, around 100% focus, to apply his taunt crowd control ability from his default ability there. And Charles is much more a better alternative to the epic hero Bruzak, because Charles will be able to taunt the enemies, pick off the enemies that doesn't have the stun effect applied by the rebel set from Okubi and Beran, and he's able to tank the bleeding and poison damage for Corrupt or for Bruzette, right, he's only able to take on the damage, but not that great hero to prevent the bleeding or poison or ignite damage applied by the enemy. Alright, so let's go through the gears. I'm currently gearing him in a revival set, so he'll be able to heal himself whenever he takes his turn after taking the damage from the taunted enemies. Alright, so this is his weapon, some health, critical rate, attack. This one is a helmet with some focus, resistance, defense. This is the raptor cape with some critical damage, critical rate, agility, focus. This is a speed boot to speed tune him to go third. And this is a critical rate ring with some focus, critical damage and defense. And last but not least, this is a health necklace, some focus, agility, attack and critical damage. Ideally, this one should be a defense percentage for him to deal more damage. Same goes with the boots. If you're able to like gear him in a raider set to provide the additional speed, then these two can be a defense primary stats for him to deal more damage. His glyphs and abilities are all maxed out. So I think yep, this one 20% per rage. Yep, this one. So it mentions that deals 100% damage to an enemy and grants a shield with a strength that scales based on this character defense. I think the defense mainly helps him to generate a larger shield rather than damage, since it does not mention these abilities deals damage based on his defense stats. The one that deals the damage based on defense stats would be his commanding fury trait. Attacks dealt by this character deals bonus true damage equal to 30% of his defense, and once he's ascended, he'll be dealing 50% of his defense stats. However, in the guild versus environment, all of the enemies there are immune to poison and true damage. So Charles is dealing very little damage because he doesn't have this damage dealt to the enemy. Alright, so that's the end of my video covering on how I clear the Emergency Rescue Medium Relic tiles. And if you found this video helpful, do give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, you can click on the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay up to date whenever I upload a new video to this channel and not miss out any new videos that I post here. If you'd like to learn more about Awaken Chaos Era, I have a website at ayumilove.net where you can learn about the beginner stuff on how to progress quickly from early game to mid game and until late game. I have also covered many other guides there, so be sure to check them out. If you'd like to support me, I have a donation link in the video description below where you can donate to me directly to me by PayPal, or you can become a monthly subscriber by subscribing to my Patreon channel at patreon.com/Ayumilove. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!